Setting the Stage, written by Neil deGrasse Tyson. The year is 2025. Humanity stands at a precipice. Immediate threat lurks closer to home, our own sun. What if, in a heartbeat, the very star that gives us life were to unleash a fury unlike anything we've ever seen? Imagine a day that begins like any other. Birds sing, children laugh, the routines of daily life unfold. We check our phones, send emails, and board crowded trains, oblivious to the celestial drama about to unfold. But deep within the heart of our sun, a monstrous force is gathering, a force that will soon plunge our world into chaos. The sun's fury understanding solar flares. Our sun is not the placid, unchanging orb it appears to be. It is a raging inferno, a colossal nuclear reactor in the sky. Within its fiery depths, powerful magnetic fields twist and churn. These fields can sometimes become so entangled that they snap, releasing a sudden intense burst of energy. This is a solar flare. These flares are not to be underestimated. They unleash a torrent of radiation, X-rays, and charged particles that hurtle through space at incredible speeds. In 1859, the largest solar storm ever recorded, the Carrington event, disrupted telegraph systems worldwide. Back then, it was a mere inconvenience. Today, a similar event would be catastrophic. The warning. A fleeting glimpse of chaos. The first sign of trouble comes as a whisper, a blip on a screen at space weather forecasting centers around the world. Astronomers, their faces etched with worry, watch as the sun unleashes a solar flare of unprecedented magnitude. A surge of energy, traveling at the speed of light, races towards our planet. We have a precious few hours, perhaps a day, until impact. Governments scramble to issue warnings, but the message is slow to spread. The sheer scale of the impending disaster is difficult to comprehend. How do you prepare for the sun to turn against you? The lights go out, darkness descends. The first blow is swift and merciless. A blinding flash of light, visible even in broad daylight, heralds the arrival of the solar storm. The sky crackles with energy, an eerie aurora borealis dancing across the heavens. But this is no harmless light show. The energy surge slams into Earth's magnetic field, overwhelming our planet's defenses. Power grids, overloaded by the surge, collapse in a cascade of failures. Cities plunge into darkness. Homes go silent. The digital world, our constant companion, blinks out of existence. The economic impact is immediate and devastating. With communication networks down, financial transactions grind to a halt, stock markets freeze, their digital infrastructure crippled. The global economy, so reliant on instant communication and interconnected systems, shudders and collapses. The intricate web of supply chains that delivers food, medicine, and essential goods unravels. Supermarkets, their shelves already emptied by panic buyers, stand as grim reminders of a bygone era of abundance. The delicate balance of our interconnected world has been shattered. Fear grips the hearts of millions as the true extent of the disaster becomes horrifyingly clear. With each passing hour, the hope of a swift recovery dwindles. The initial shock gives way to a desperate struggle for survival. Food and water become scarce commodities. Lines snake around empty supermarkets, tensions flaring as desperation mounts. The thin veneer of civilization begins to crack under the strain. The rule of law, already fragile in many parts of the world, crumbles entirely. Days turn into nights, marked only by the rising and setting of the sun. The absence of the familiar hum of electricity, the constant chatter of the internet, and the comforting glow of our screens creates an eerie silence. We are alone, cut off from the world, forced to confront our vulnerability. The night sky, now free from light pollution, blazes with stars, a reminder of the vastness of the cosmos and the fragility of our existence. The silence is broken only by the crackling of fires, the murmur of worried voices, and the distant howls of dogs. Technology's demise, a slow death spiral. As weeks turn into months, the true scale of the technological disaster becomes appallingly clear. Satellites, their delicate electronics fried by the solar storm, tumble out of orbit or fall silent. GPS navigation, a cornerstone of modern life, becomes a distant memory. The internet, once a boundless repository of knowledge and entertainment, is now a fragmented shadow of its former self. Isolated pockets of connectivity flicker and die. Our digital world, once a source of infinite possibility, is now a wasteland of broken dreams. A new reality, adapting to a world transformed. Humanity, however, is nothing if not resilient. From the ashes of the old world, a new society begins to emerge. People form tight-knit communities relying on their wits, skills, and ingenuity to survive. The importance of human connection, so often neglected in our technology-driven world, is rediscovered. Bartering systems replace currency. Farmers become the new power brokers, their knowledge of the land more valuable than any digital asset. The lessons learned from this catastrophe, however harsh, force us to rethink our relationship with technology, with our planet, and with each other. Could this happen? Separating fact from fiction. While the scenario we've described may seem like the stuff of science fiction, the threat posed by solar flares is very real. The sun, for all its life-giving properties, is a double-edged sword. It is only a matter of time before Earth is hit by another Carrington event, or worse. The question is not if, but when. Are we prepared? The answer, at least for now, is a resounding no. Our reliance on technology has made us vulnerable in ways we are only beginning to understand. The time to act is now, before it's too late. Facing the storm, a call to action. This is not a time for despair, but for action. We must invest in research and development of technologies to protect our critical infrastructure from solar storms. We must educate the public about the risks and how to prepare for them, and we must work together as a global community to face this challenge. The future of humanity may very well depend on how we respond to this threat. Will we be caught off guard, our technological hubris laid bare, or will we rise to the occasion using our ingenuity and collective will to weather the storm and emerge stronger on the other side? The choice is ours. Let us choose wisely.